Well, I've been fighting with this chair, this table, and this camera for 30 minutes, trying to get positioned so that you can see everything. There were some things I wanted you to see. And of course, one of them you can already see my pretty lamp. So I just got to thinking, well, I do a little thinking once in a while, but first let's start with my car. We're not going to talk about my car. We're going to take care of other things. And the car's sitting in the garage, and I went out and started it, and it started right up. So I'm going to call my mechanic again tomorrow. He didn't answer today. I'm going to call him and see when I can take the car in and get it a once-over deal. Okay, so much for my car. Don't need any advice. Oh, I've got lots of advice already. So, we're going to talk about a couple of things I've found lying around on my tables and bookcases. And what brought it on is a lady in England. Now, I've told you about Bell and Stitches, Belle, and the F stand and Stitches. You gotta watch her. She is going every day this month. She's got a video. Oh, she does beautiful work, beautiful videos. Her name is Belinda. So, she is working with her advent calendars. You know what they are. Have you ever had one? Well, I think I had one long time ago. It didn't amount to much, but when you watch Belinda, she has shown several advent calendars, and it just makes you want to run out somewhere and find one because it's got 25 pockets in it, and every pocket has a little treat of some sort. It's up to you, I suppose, what you want the treat to be. And so I've been watching her, and she has one that the pockets have cookies for the dog, heart-shaped, round ones, square ones. And her puppy dog sits right there waiting for her to pull his treat out of the pocket so that he can have it for the day. So every day, puppy gets a treat. She has another advent calendar that in each pocket is a wrapped gift. It's wrapped in a pretty tissue, taped together, and she opens it up, and I don't know who prepares these pockets, but she gets some of the nicest little gifts, and you can hear the paper rustle as she takes it off. She unfolds it like she's planning to use the paper again, and when she unfolds it and she takes the gift out. Now, first of all, in case you don't know, she does knitting, the most beautiful knitting you've ever seen. So naturally, yarn is one of the things that I love for her. And she has a lot of it and uses a lot of it. So some of her little packages have beautiful colors of knitting yarn. So I don't know. I know she is tickled with everyone she gets, because when you do the kind of work she's doing, you treasure new yarn, and she's got some pretty pieces. And then she had another advent calendar. It had different things in it, small items, and she would open them up, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. why don't we do advent calendars for people? I really don't know how you go about it. Now I looked it up to see when the advent calendars were done, and they were started by the German Lutherans between 1800 and 1900. That's where they got their start. Now, she has one advent calendar in the lid of the box are the cookies, and you allow the child to take out one cookie each day from December 1st till Christmas Day. And I'm sure the one on Christmas Day is probably worth more than all of the others put together, because when you have to wait 24 days before you can open the last one, it's probably pretty exciting for a child. So anyway, I just give you the little background on that as far as the Lutheran are concerned, German Lutheran. But it also, watching her channel, reminded me, a lady sent me an advent calendar several weeks ago, and you know how you lay things aside and you forget about them. But watching Belinda reminded me, I've got an advent calendar and I haven't been using it. So I scrambled around and it was right there almost at my fingertips, and I want to show it to you. Let's see, can you kind of see? Okay, now let me show. See these little ones? See how they're open? They open. They're numbered. Let me see if I can find number one. It's a big number. Oh, here it is. This is number one, right at the bottom, right here. And you see all these others that are open? That's the first 11 days of December. I've opened them. They're very hard for me to open because they're kind of serrated and you have to get your fingernail under the little card and you gotta get it in under there to where you can push it open. So there are 11 of them open, and I've already opened the one for tomorrow, which is right here on the very edge. It says number 12. That's date. And now let me tell you, these are not easy to find on here. It's a garden advent calendar. And see the envelope on the back? This is from Michelle in Austin, Texas. And Michelle, I hope you're watching because I want you to know I really appreciate this. And I think I'm going to make an advent calendar an annual thing if I can remember that long. So we've got 12 pockets open. Can you see? The light hits on it so you can see them. Now this is the thing. Let me show you. In that pocket on the back, the little envelope, it has, let me put this aside. It had a little list. I thought, what is this? 24. It has 24 numbers. Can you see them? See the 24 numbers and what it tells you? Well, it has the name, the official name of the flower, and then beside it, like number 1, is the sunflower. Okay, let me get that number 1 open. All right, here it is. right there. See if I can get the light on it. Can you see? I've got a shadow. My hand is making a shadow. But when you open that up, that's a sunflower. Then, number 2. Let's see if I can find number 2. They're not easy. Oh, number 2 is up here on the house. Right up here. You see those little purplish flowers hanging down there? I bet you can guess what they are. It's wisteria. So you go on through, you get to number 3, if I can find it. Well, if I can't find it, we'll just use, oh, here it is at the bottom. Number 3, right at the very bottom of the page, right there. Let me see what it says. Number 3 is a bellflower. I think you can pretty well imagine in your own mind. So it goes on down the list, and it's kind of interesting, and it's sort of a treat to you each day when you open one of these, because you don't know what kind of flower is going to be behind the door until you open up, you see the flower, and then you get your checklist out and you see what it is. Oh, I remember, down here in the corner is one. Number 10, I already know what it is. It's a bouquet of daisies right here in this corner. There's a big flower pot of daisies. This is a fun thing, and I already know where number 25 is, but I wouldn't dare open it until Christmas Day. You see this pretty little gazebo? That is number 25, and it does not say on the list what it is, so it must be a surprise. And Michelle, I think this is such a sweet thing you've done. I'm so glad that Belinda, with her advent calendars, reminded me that I had this, and fortunately it was in a spot where it was easy to find. So, okay, folks, keep this in mind next year, especially for your grandchildren. See if you can't find an interesting advent calendar. See the little gnome up there? He got what's he holding? Oh, he got the watering pot, the watering can. So anyway, I wanted to pass that on to you, and I really would like to start my own advent calendar next year. And you can keep that in mind too. And maybe if you're still around and we go back reviewing some of my videos, we'll go back to the ones around Christmas, and I might be smart enough to look for the information and this video regarding the advent calendar. Now, I'm trying to think what it was I wanted to show you. But first of all, I'll let you take a look at my pretty lamp. Don't you love it? I put a few little things around it, give it a Christmassy look. And you see my little stand with my beautiful little treats. Well, I'll tell you a secret. These aren't real. I've had these about 20 years. They still look just as good as new. But you know, if they were real, they wouldn't be on this tray. I'd already have them eaten. Aren't they pretty? But they do fool a lot of people. So you could use those if you were trying to dress up a party table or something. But I sure hate for somebody to bite into one and find they're biting into styrofoam. I have another thing I want to show you. This is not going to be easy because I may have to move my camera a little bit, and you have to bear with me. I'm going to raise my camera if I can, because I have to. This is a lamp, and it's, well, that didn't work. One of these, though, is going to make it taller. This middle one. Let's go around. You get to watch my head moving back and forth. So just close your eyes till I get to the point where we're ready to get things done. All right. One more. All right, I want to, oh, can you see my lamp now? And my dog above it. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, I'm moving this over right here. I'm gonna move the, I don't know if I can raise it anymore. I do need to raise it some more. Let me see if it'll come up. Okay, this is gonna do it. Oh, I'm real good at playing with these things. Someday I might learn how to use them. All right, here is what I want you to see. I'm gonna pull the lamp over here a little bit. Ooh, it is heavy. You see this lamp shade? Well, let's go this way. It doesn't belong on this lamp, but I didn't have another one to put it on. So I'm going to move this back a little bit more so you can see the whole shade. All right. Now that ought to do it. Give you an idea. Okay, I bought this lampshade probably 35 years ago at least. Bought it in Berea, Kentucky, near Boone Tavern. Everybody's heard of Boone Tavern. So, I put it on this lamp so that you could see the lights shining through. Can you see where the lights shine through? See right there where I've got my finger. See those little holes? Those go all the way around, and it's lights coming through the windows of the design. Now here we first have, this is a church. I was told all about this lampshade, and these are special. The young man that painted this design, created this design for the lampshade. This is a very Victorian village. It's got the live nativity scene on the outside here. And see the children over here. Here we go. Children playing. You can see all the characters. You see the church, the little windows, or wherever there's a lamp light, you can see it. I'm not doing a very good job of this, but anyway, I want the point I'll get around to the point. So, he said that his mother always wished she had her own quilt shop. She loved to quilt, and she wanted a quilt shop. So this lampshade has been designed as a probably mid-1800s period. Lots of sleighs, the people with the horses, they got the trees all decorated. Everything lit up. The snow is everywhere, if you can get an idea. Okay, now what I want to show you though, I just told you what he said about his mother wanting her own quilt shop. Over on this other side, here we are, almost to it. Let's see if I've got it. Yeah, right along here. You see these shops? Oh, this, I don't know what this is. It says Homestead. Homestead. Department store, I believe. Company store. See the big, here's Santa Claus. Right here's Santa Claus. Okay, here comes the sled with the horse. Now here's the Homestead company here. This is on the corner of Main and Church Street, right here. Now you see a few little shops down through here. Gotta get it around there where you can see it. Okay. I'm trying to point my finger and not sure what I'm doing. Okay, there's the sled. Now look above. You see the shops. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. Right here, above my finger, right there, is a sign that says Mary's Quilts. This young man designed this lampshade, did the painting, and included his mother on the lampshade by putting a little shop called Mary's Quilts. So she got her quilt shop. Not exactly what she had planned, but everybody that bought this lampshade got to see that where Mary's quilt shop was. Now, I fell in love with this lampshade when I saw it. The way I've got it positioned here, you don't see the light. See where I put my hand behind it. You can see where the light's coming through the little punched out spots. It goes on around and around. Here are your Christmas trees. I'm going to burn my hand if I'm not careful. See how pretty they are? This Christmas tree. The street lights. I'm going to let go of it because I'm making a mess. I'm just trying to emphasize the beauty of it. And there's a big gazebo here where the carolers are all gathered and they're all wrapped up in their winter coats. And the roof of the gazebo is covered with snow. I like this one with the Homestead Company store. Come on around. Where are we? Here it is, right here. Homestead Company store. Now, that probably doesn't mean much to you. I'm going to see if I can get this back over here where I can sit down. We'll see if I can get it down again. Isn't this fun? I do such a good job. Make it so interesting. I'm going to sit down and see if you can see me. Well, I'll be doggone. That worked, didn't it? Don't you love my new lamp? I've got the other one sitting by waiting for a place to put it, but there's so much antique stuff in my house. I'm having to downsize a little bit with, I'm going to have to part with some of these things. I gave Jan 2 sets of Waterford Crystal the other day, and I said I never used them. I have so many glass sets already. I know I probably won't ever use them, and there are people who love Waterford Crystal. So she took the 2 sets of Waterford Crystal and put them in one of her booths at Feather Your Nest. and she's going to try to sell them for me. If she doesn't sell them, they just go back in a cabinet somewhere, or we get them boxed up and they go into a storage room. That's the way it's going to be, but I plan on using both my new lamps. I always use the little handmade lampshade every year at Christmas. That's the only time it comes out. And it comes out and it's put on a lamp that I actually bought in Berea near Boone Tavern. There are a lot of shops. Everything you see there is handmade. And so that's my story about the lampshade. So I don't have much more to tell. I'm going to, in a few days, I'm going to give you another table setting. I don't want to push things too close together because I'll run out of things to show you and things to talk about. And my sister called me yesterday. She's the one she'll be 96 in January. She's doing great. Her mind's better than mine. Well, she thinks my mind's better than hers, so I guess we're kind of equal when it comes to that. I hope you're hearing me good enough. If not, I don't know what to tell you except get you some hearing aid too, and maybe you can hear me better. I still have the swan sitting on my dining table. I meant for Jan to have it to put on her dining table during Christmas. Let's see. Tomorrow's the 12th. We've still got 12 more days before Christmas, so she'll have time to spread it out, and maybe if she has a little company, friends or someone come by. And I know she's decorating. I haven't seen anything yet, but she has one of those big silver aluminum trees. It's got the flower on the end of each stem. It's a really nice one. It's a floor, I don't know how tall it is, probably 6 feet tall. So she's got it up, and I don't know what she's using. She's got a lot of what is it? Sunny Bright? That doesn't sound right. Ornaments. I have several vintage ornaments. I've had them 40 years. Golly, it's so hard for me to accept the fact that those were given to me 40 years ago. And they came from Germany. They are the original expensive German ornaments. I love every one of them. I don't have but about a dozen of them, but still, when you've got something like that, you're very careful with it. You pack it away very well, and rather than hanging them on a tree with a lot of other things, I put them in a bowl. I've got bowls sitting over on my credenza now that's filled with ornaments, and I put the vintage ornaments right on the top where you can see them. I'm not doing any trees or anything like that because nobody sees it except me, and it reached the point that I don't have the energy, the stamina. It takes a lot of bending down, up and round about, putting lights on, all that stuff. And once it's done, nobody sees it except me. So I've decided no more Christmas trees. I've had them from the big ones to the pencil ones. And I even had one tree that was a half tree. Now, I'm sure you've seen these. The half tree goes against your wall. You know, it always bothered me because when you put a tree in the corner of the room and it's got all these pretty ornaments on the back side where nobody can see them. So I don't remember what year it was. It 25, 30 years ago. I found a tree that was a half tree that was flat on the back side. You could put up against the wall, and you didn't have to worry about the hidden ornaments in the back. I still like the old tinsel. I wish they still made the old tinsel the way it was. You can buy tinsel today, but it's not the same material. It doesn't have that glittery look when the air in your house will cause them to wiggle, the wave a little, and they sparkle. Those are the icicles from 60 to 70 years ago. And we saved them from year to year. And it's just like the Easter grass. When I see the Easter grass in the stores, the people buying packages, it's not like it used to be when I was young. We had really nice Easter grass. It's different now. I don't even buy it. I don't think it doesn't even look like grass. So just leave it to me to put a damper on something like that when other people don't even notice it. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at these little goodies right here and thinking I wish I had one. Now, I did watch Belinda feeding her dog the Christmas cookies, and it made me hungry for sweets. What do you think I did? I went to the kitchen, and I keep on hand chocolate, your candy coating, your white candy coating that you melt and you put it on your strawberries and things like that. And then I had the chocolate and the peanut butter, and there's several different kinds of tidbits. I had one of peanut butter bits, and I got that package out, came into the couch, sat down in front of my iPad, looking to see what messages I had, and there was about a half a bag of peanut butter bits. I ate them all. They are good, really good, but I have to warn you, when you go to buy them to put in your cookies and I love to put those things in my brownies. Oh, they make brownies so rich. And I get the mini bits. And I just sit and eat brownies by myself. Don't have to share a single one. But what I was going to say was that the packages are $4.99. Remember when you used to get them for 99 cents? And even at $1.99, it was a little much, but you bought them anyway. Well, when I looked and I saw the $4.99, I said, I don't need them this year. I'm not paying $4.99 for a package of chocolate bits. So, everybody to his own choice. And I can't think of anything right now to discuss with you. Seems like I've had questions asked. Oh my gosh. The video I put on last night was the one I did on Feather Your Nest, antique shop where Jan has 4 booths. She got 4 booths. She's doing very well with her merchandise. And I had lost it. I thought I had deleted it. And I said, that one's gone. I won't be able to show them what the antique shop looks like. But yesterday evening, I found it. Oh, I finally discovered it. I was able to post it. But I sure did a job on the beginning. I was carrying my little iPad. It's about this big, and it's kind of hard to hold on to it somewhere. You don't have a handle or anything. You've got to hold it on the edges. And I was putting my finger over the camera and didn't know it. And things were going this way and that way and whatever, doing things that I wasn't expecting to do. And you couldn't understand what I was saying. Well, I said, oh, I can't put this on YouTube. But then again, when it cleared up and things were going pretty smooth, I thought, oh, what the heck. They know I'm an amateur. They know I just do what I know to do and the best I can. And we'll get past over that hump where I've made so many boo-boos. And the rest of the shop is worth watching. So I left it like it was, and I put it on YouTube, and I want to thank you people. So many good remarks. You just don't know how good it makes a person feel when they're being bragged on. You know, everybody likes to get compliments and have good things said about them. But when it's simple things like that just, you're doing it just for entertainment, it's special. And you have made me feel very special. Even my sister complimented me on the things that people say about me. Now, she knows me real well. She's older than I am, and she remembers when I was born. But still, she is quite proud of me too for being able to have my own YouTube channel. And I've loved doing it. I just wish I had some really good stories to tell you. And I could say this, I could make up some stories for you, but you know what? I don't know how to make up stories. If it's not real, then I can't tell it. It just isn't there. So all you're getting from me are those tacky little childhood stories I tell, you know, splashing around in the mud puddles after a rain, seeing the rainbow at the top of the hill after a big rain, trips, oh, my trips. Like I said, when I won the contest from the magazine, that was a dream of a lifetime when I got to go to England, and my sister went with me. We really enjoyed that. That's something that I could never have done on my own. And now it's a part of my history, and I can tell the stories, the things I like best, the people I met, and part of why I'm here today. Take another good look at my pretty lamp. I think it's gorgeous. And when I get my credenza cleared out, get rid of a few things that I don't really need anymore, I'm going to have a collection of my beautiful lamps all in one spot. And I'm anxious to get that done. That's a really good after Christmas project when the winter weather is holding you down and you think, oh goodness, when is spring going to get here? So that will give me something to do, and I'll be able to show it to you. And, oh, I'm sitting in my new chair. Yeah, you haven't seen, I haven't shown you my new chair. You know what? I still haven't decided if this is blue or if it's green. Really doesn't make a bit of difference which it is. But the flowers are a little bit old colonial yellow, you might say. That's the same color of my couch. It's solid yellow, and it's just about the color of the little dots. They're not dots, they're little flowers in the chair. Everyone has their own idea of the kind of pretty chairs they want in the living room. Wing-back chairs have always been my favorite. You can just lean back in the corner like this, put your head against the side of the chair, got your place for your arm. You can just, I could sit right here and go to sleep, and I just might, but I'll let you all go now. I hope you've enjoyed what I've told you, and think about the Advent calendars. You might be able to find some of them on sale some point. I don't know where you buy them. Hallmark would be the only place I can think of, or bookstores. And I think it's something you can start for your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your children, from one year to the next, and give them a special treat for the whole month of December. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to the kitchen and I'm going to get me a cookie. Here we go.